long as I'm not up over that cabinet. I ain't talking to the cabinet. I got to talk about the cabinet and that, so I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape. It's your boy RZ. Today is planning Sundays. So we've been planning. We've been sitting down talking about a week, talking with my wife today, talking about a plan that we're going to make. We need to come up with a one thing for the family. And I think we came up with it tonight. Yeah. One thing from the family, we're going to focus on these stocks. My wife been thinking about it for years. We tried it several times for years. My daughter's getting in it for years. My other daughter's in it for years. So yeah, we're going to just go make everything that stocks and investing is going to be the family get together. So now, after all this time, after all this praying, coming to fruition for the end of this year, man, we got our one, what's that? Our one thing, and that's what it is. We got it. So now what we got to do is go ahead and marshal all that energy. Put that into the 411. What's the one thing that I can do that such by doing make everything else easy or unnecessary? That's all us coming to one accord on these stocks. Because we already meet, we already talk, but now we're going to be talking on one accord. So my daughter wants to get in on a program, so we're going to go half in with her to be invested in it. But also, too, now my wife will have a partner, and I'm just going to be kind of a pseudo consultant. Because I just wrote it down and said, man, I'm adding this to the pie, but I got my job. Then I'm shooting videos for y'all, which is just kind of coincide with it. And then I got the stocks, and then I'm thinking about other ways to help my son. So which way is gonna be it, right? Which way is gonna be it? I was reading this one book, right? This one book, well, listen to it. I like listen to it because, you ask yourself, how can I absorb this information? And I'm a firm believer on maximizing time. I won't say it's multitasking, but I always call it habit hacking. I'm real serious about trying to flesh this thing out, that maybe I shouldn't get rid of that bad habit so quickly. What I call a bad habit. Now, if you're talking life or death, I mean, if you're on drugs or something like that, that's totally different. But the kind of bad habit most people are talking about is either eating too much, smoking, drinking, going out with friends or something like that. It's going to be something not life or death immediate like that, like taking drugs or something like that. But most of the time it's going to come with eating, exercise, not exercise, or sitting on, you maybe got a bad habit that you like to sit on the couch and eat ice cream every night. Okay, you may not want to get rid of it so soon, because I'm all about, jumping on that thing, man, and renovating that thing. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I'll get excited. You know how I get excited, right? If you've been looking at any of my videos, you know how I always like trying to get a little bit excited. But anyway, so we're doing communion tonight, but as a family. See, we already meeting as a family. I know this may get a little bit tougher, but I feel that us having this one little marshal, this one little plan together and putting this one thing to it, we've been talking about it. That's the cohesion that we need in order to keep that family together once we start going our separate ways. You see what I'm saying? But it may also, if this is the one thing and putting all this energy and focus into it, it becomes the one thing, then we should be able to proceed. Yeah. I'm with it. So that's what we got to do. Got to get this business thing down too. But anyway, I made some plans for the day. I didn't do all the plans I wanted to, because I got a little discombobulated some kind of way. Because normally on one thing, on planning Sundays, to get up, make a plan. But my wife woke up, they got out of the house early to go look at houses and came back, and I had this kind of limbo. But I did get up, I did get a chance to exercise this morning, and then after that, I was kind of like in a little limbo area, but then I called Pastor, man, I'm glad I did that. And then after that, like I said, I was in that limbo. It was around about 11 o'clock. I know I normally eat breakfast or something, but I'm trying to do that fast in there, and I didn't want to do this thing here. And so those things didn't pan out. My wife came home. We ate lunch, man, which is a fabulous lunch, man. I had some fish. The fish was good. The fish was good. Had that broccoli, man. I eat so much fish. I hadn't had fish in a long time. You know, hot fish, hot fried fish on Sundays for a long time. Because I normally eat that with my daughter going to get the kids. But the last couple of Sundays I've been doing, I don't know what I've been doing. I guess I've been eating salads. I love salads too, right? So I had that, me and the wife, the daughter, we ate. And then after that, we talked a little bit, me and the other daughter, because she was home. Then when she left, that's when we ate the fish. So then after that, me and my wife said, hey, let's go take a nap, because they woke up early, so they go look at the houses. But anyway, then after we woke up, I still shot the video. I still put some things out. That's where I'm at right now, waiting on my son to come back so we can kind of go over a few things, see if we can catch that. And then I sat down and then I wrote some plans out for next week. You know, plans for my job, what I'm going to do as far as the month of November. You know, streamlining, where are some areas that I can streamline? What are some things that I can cut off? You know, because I got to get focused down to this one thing. I'm probably still on 3 things, 4 things, but I think I'm coming into this one thing. One of these things, this shooting these videos, that's really not really a one thing, because I already incorporated it as being a habit. So this is more like a diary for me. It's like a diary going day to day for the next couple. So I'll be shooting these forever. So it's really not a business per se on this end. But I do want to put something up that people have frequently asked questions and stuff like that. They understand kind of what my philosophy is. And then, you know, just try to help as many people as I can that way. See, this is like a freebie. I just squeeze this in. You're talking 30 minutes a day. I can squeeze in 30 minutes right there, because what I'm doing is I'm muscling out the time that I would be sitting on the couch watching Hogan's Heroes. Or I normally shoot all this time in my car. You know, 6 minutes before I get in my car in the morning, outside shots, jump in my car, 30 minutes to work, done, and I'm done for the day. Nothing else. That's why in these videos you don't see a lot of editing. You don't see, I haven't been, commenting on a lot of stuff, because I'm really just kind of doing a diary. I really didn't want to put it to a point, because that's the most important thing, is me going through this every single day, having some plan, sharing what I'm going through every single day, versus, making that like a business or so. You see what I'm saying? That's my initial thoughts, was like a business, but come to find out, that's just ego just taking me off into the wrong direction. I'm just going to let it be as a little diary. You see what I'm saying? So here we go. It's 1 year down, right? So we got like going on the 2nd year. But like I said, I'm happy about the investment. We're going to see when it's going to start off. When are we going to kick that off? What's going to be our starting point? And then you hear us talking more about that as well, too. Now, so for next week again, like I said, I know what I want to do then. Supposed to be taking off Wednesday to go look at some more houses, more housing talk, more family talk. And then also, too, going to have to streamline some other processes. I did one thing that I won't do. I brought a little bit of my work home, an hour at home, but I hadn't actually taken that hour at work to plan for home. I was going to cross those 411s, because it's better to do it when I'm outside of time versus when I come into time. When I come into time, it's too late. Emotions involved, stuff flooding in, boom. Well, when I'm outside of time, it's easy to go ahead and plan that. So, man, I'm just looking down here, man. I remember day 59, right? Day 59. Go for No, Start LLC, Scipio follow-up, and the 411. Those were the same things still on there. That was that day 59. And now it is day 300 days later. Those things are still on there, right? It's still on there. But it's just been a year, right? A year out of 50, right? A year out of 50. So it's just been a year tackling this thing. So I'm not disillusioned that I'm gonna knock this out in, I'm thinking 5 years. I'm thinking 5 years, man, this thing gonna be deeply rooted. This thing gonna be good to go in 5 years. So this is a 5 year plan. So that you know, 365 is gonna say, I don't know, it's 5 times, it's gonna be 1500 slash 365. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like that. 365, 300, 1800. It's about 1800 days, right? 1800 days? Yeah, it's about 1800. Just doing a little quick math. Trying to exercise the mind too, instead of pulling out the calculator. Just trying to do some quick math in the head instead of pulling the calculator out. So I know I want to do the redesign on that. I already got one on the website in pink. I'm going to do one in white because I'm going with the gray. Then I'm going to add a little line under that. Stop procrastinating. So that should be up too. So we just thinking. We think, oh yeah, now listen to, I don't normally watch a lot of TV, but I was watching 60 Minutes. They was talking about the future of Zuckerberg. It says Zuckerberg, but it's really technology and the big race on gathering the most data. So all these phones, all these wearable watches and stuff like that, all this electronics of connectivity, it's just the people that are the mad dash to gather the data. They say whoever has the most data, that will be the new powers. Because they're saying with that data, they've been doing it for years, but now they're going to be doing it through propaganda and media. They've been doing that for years, but now they're going to be even more precise and more strategic at manipulating people, moving markets and stuff like that. It's a new playing field, and the birth of AI. Oh yeah, been thinking about that. I've been thinking about it. So how can we get in on it? We're gonna get in on it sooner or later. We're gonna get in on it on this investments that's we're gonna do. So my plan was to paint this. I'm thinking before the end of November that will be painted. Some other stuff like here will be tossed out. I may get on my little soapbox, toss some things out, move some things around. My wife is still gonna buy a shed to put out there, so most of this stuff will go in that shed. But I don't want to be disillusioned and buy even more stuff. There's still some projects I gotta do, but they're not my one thing. They can't get to a point where I just hire somebody to just come in here and do it. That may be the deal right there. Because if the stocks take off, guess what? We use their money for that. Because that's the one thing, see? Even though I like doing stuff like that, but we may just do something totally different. Well, that's my plan for the week. To do my best, to go for as many no's as I possibly can, to help as many people as I possibly can, and get the results and enjoy the results. They're just results, right? They're just results. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it to it. I'm going to do it to life. You do it to your life. Then we all come out with a result. That's it. Man, till tomorrow. This going to be in the car. We're going to be in the car tomorrow. Tomorrow is Asking Mondays. That's when we're going to be asking the big questions. They may be the same questions, but we're going to be asking them. Peace out. Yeah. All righty.